Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Sarah Labrat and today we are talking about my 2021 goals. We're going to be talking about a little bit of everything today, including writing, reading, traveling, self-care. A lot of these goals today I'm basing off how I think I did in 2020. I have not yet recapped 2020, but I will be making a video about that after the year is over. But I did think about what I've accomplished in 2020 and have kind of applied that to my goals for 2021. A couple of these goals today are going to be using the good, better, best method that I first saw Angela Ann use to almost give herself a tiered system of goals where she has like a good goal that she would be very happy with, a better goal that she would be like super happy with, and then a best goal that she's like almost not sure she can hit, but if she does hit would be amazing. So to start this all off, I want to talk about my word for the year. 2020 was the first year that I chose a word intention for my year, and I chose the word opportunity. Over the past several weeks, I've been thinking a lot about this word intention for the year, and I still love the word opportunity, and so for the time being, that is what I'm going to keep using. Last year, I even got a bracelet made that said opportunity on it, and it is now on the background on my phone just to constantly remind me to be looking for new opportunities, which has worked very, very well for me, and it has worked well enough for long enough that I think I want to stick with that one for a little bit longer. And then if I choose to change my word later on in the year, it's not that big a deal and I will. All right, now it is time for me to get into my writing goals for 2021. I think my good goal for writing is to finish book 1 of my Project DE. I am currently rewriting this, so hopefully the end is within sight. I think I'm getting a lot closer. I'm about to get to the beta readers step, and then I will evaluate from there how much I still have to do for it. My better goal would be building off of my good goal of finishing book 1 of Project DE, but my better goal adds starting to query Project DE. And then my best goal adds another step to that finishing Project DE and starting to query it. My best goal would also add getting to draft an entirely new story. Entirely new either meaning book 2 of Project DE, because I'm thinking that's going to be about a trilogy right now, or even getting into my side project CBH, which is a sci-fi story that I've been super excited about and have been working on on and off kind of as I get tired of DE, but I still want to write within a day. I'll switch over and do a couple things on my project CBH, but I think we are quickly approaching me feeling confident and ready to start writing this story. I'm also interested in, on top of these objective-based goals, I'm also interested in setting a time-based goal for myself, because when I write, I track both time and word count, and so I will need to get settled into my new job. But after I get settled, I'm hoping to try and shoot for about 5 hours of writing a week. I think that sounds very manageable. That is 1 hour a day, and then I can get 2 days off, or I'm hoping that's gonna work because that seems very manageable to me. Next up are my good, better, best reading goals for 2021. So just to preface this a little bit, I have been in a major reading slump for the past several years, primarily because I was an English major and creative writing major in college, and so I had to read so much for school that when I was done with my reading for school, I wouldn't want to read for fun. And that lasted a while after I graduated as well, but I'm starting to get back into reading, which is super exciting. So I have set this bar pretty low for myself just to be nice to myself, because reading can be very taxing sometimes, as well as very time consuming and I just haven't been in the right headspace. So my good goal for reading would be to read 6 books this year. My better goal for reading would be to read 12 books this year, which is about 1 a month. And then my best goal would be to read 20 books this year. I think this is not going to be a problem because I'm already planning to be rereading 4 books during January and the first 2 weeks of February with a couple other people in a book club, and so I don't think the 6-book goal is going to be a problem. I just don't know if I'll actually finish reading the books that we're rereading or if I'll just skim over certain parts. That's to be debated, but I think that my 6, 12, and 20 goal is solid. My next goal is wanting to figure out where I'm moving to next or where I'm going to be living next. This one does not have a tiered good, better, best system. My lease will end at some point and I will need to make a decision on whether I'm staying or moving somewhere else. Now my goals for YouTube. This one is kind of hard and I don't have anything solidly set in stone right now, but I will need to figure out if posting 2 videos a week still works with my updated work schedule, and I will need to figure out if I have enough structure to still be able to do live streams consistently, or if my live stream schedule schedule is gonna kind of be all over the place because of my new schedule. And it might turn into like a once or twice a month kind of a thing instead of an every weekend. I started 2020 with 90 subscribers, and I currently sit at almost 2,400 subscribers. My goal was 500 for the year. So like almost 5 times what my goal was, which is absolutely insane. You guys are amazing. But that has made me think long and hard about what my sub count goal is for YouTube for 2021, because what I really try to focus on is the content that I'm putting out, the quality of the content that I'm putting out, because I can't control any of the numbers. But if I make really good content, then people are more likely to click on it, people are more likely to watch it through, more people are likely to see it and then like it and then subscribe. And I understand that my video quality and what I'm putting out is the only thing that I'm in control of, but because my goal for 2020 was 500 subscribers and I ended up with almost 5 times that, I do just want to say a subscriber count goal because of how crazy wrong I was. I would love to be proven wrong again. The good, better, best system kind of feels wrong for this because any of these would be fantastic. But again, that's not what I'm focusing on. I'm choosing to focus on the quality and quantity of the content that I'm putting out because that is what I can control. However, because I'm already using this tier system, I do want to use the good, better, best terminology, even though they would all be absolutely amazing. I think a good subscriber count goal, just because of how wrong I was for 2020, would be 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. That is about double of what I have now. With my numbers growing on YouTube, I don't think that's going to be a problem. However, just saying that out loud is like terrifying, but that's also my smallest goal. So let's go to my better goal, which is 7,500, which because of how I grew in 2020, this seems much more likely to happen. And then the number that I have for the best goal is 10,000. That seems insane, but it is a year. It is 365 days. A lot can happen in that span of time, which I think is like honestly one of the biggest lessons that I learned from 2020 is just like how much can happen in a year. So if you're not currently subscribed and watching this and you're enjoying this video so far, please scroll down below, hit that big red subscribe button and the little notification bell next to it so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. But again, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed so far. I've really appreciated this journey and can't wait to see where it goes. I think last year for my 2020 goals, I mentioned that I wanted to do a Spartan race. I signed up for one and then it got canceled. So realistically, I did what I could, but I also like didn't do all that I could because I didn't actually train hard enough to be like completely physically ready to do that race. And I was kind of like relieved when it got canceled, which feels very wrong, but that has changed how I'm choosing to make my athleticism goals for 2021. My good goal would be to be able to run a mile without walking. My better goal would be to be able to run a mile in under 10 minutes. And then my best on top of the other two, assuming that things get better in the world and that I can compete in a race, would be signing up and competing in a race that is at least a 5K, if not, really going for it and going for longer. While I'm kind of talking about the state of the world, it's kind of hard to be able to quantify what I would like to do for travel because I'm sure that everybody wants to be able to travel right now. We just can't, or it is much more restricted in what we can do. But because my new job will allow me to work from home or work from anywhere, I would really like to be able to utilize that opportunity to actually go places and work from other places, or just take my weekends off and like go somewhere every once in a while. I know that's super broad, but I would also like to take time to more intentionally explore wherever I'm living or wherever I am, because you get so used to day-to-day life that you don't go see the tourist attractions, you don't go see the like botanical gardens in your area, you don't go like try to track down hiking trails. Like, I would like to be able to explore wherever I am more intentionally, which is another one of my goals. I'm hoping to try something new every other week in this area. So for my self-care goal, I would like to start habit tracking again. I found this amazing habit tracker from Clementine Creative that makes habit tracking so freaking easy, and so I can leave a link for that down in the description box below as well. But I would like to start more consistently tracking again, tracking things like my athleticism, my writing, my reading, what days I'm working and not working, the days I spend working on YouTube, as well as indulging in like other creative things like painting, which I would like to do a lot more of. I really enjoy painting, and with my extra space in my current apartment, I was hoping to do more. However, I've only made one painting in the past 8 months of living there. So I would like to make a couple more. Very easy goal. I would just like to paint a few more canvases than I did this past year. So I know that that covered a ton of categories, but the thing about goals is that they change. And they change a lot, which is something else that I learned from 2020. I had big travel goals for 2020 and they did not work out. So while these are my goals right now starting the year, I am very aware that they will probably change at some point. And if they do, that is totally okay. I'm going to take them in stride because I am working on understanding that goals evolve. And the only person that's holding myself to certain goals, even when things are changing, is me. And so I need to be able to work on adapting to whatever that updated goal is. But I do think that most of these goals are general enough that they will stay pretty much the same as what I think they will be right now. And as I'm saying that, it feels so wrong because so much can change. So we'll just see. But all right, I think that's gonna be it for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really supports my channel by telling the YouTube algorithm that you liked my video and that someone else might too. Please tell me down in the comments below what some of your plans for 2021 are, or what your goals are, or even if you don't really set yearly goals, please tell me some of what you accomplished in 2020 down below. I'm here to cheer you on. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you scroll down below, hit that big red subscribe button and that little notification bell next to it so you don't miss another one of my uploads. Because I am currently posting twice a week, I assume that's going to keep happening, but that might end up changing, so you want to make sure you're getting notified every time I'm uploading. And with that, I think I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Oh, it's snowing. Cute. Cute.